Hello adventurers, in the last episode of our Baldur's Gate 3 series, we braved the depths of the Mind Flayer colony and finally defeated Ketheric Thorm, uncovering his alliance with Orin and Gortash, and their use of the ancient Netherese magic to control the Elder Brain. With the Shadow Curse lifted, we set our sights on Baldur's Gate, but peace, as always, is short-lived. Can we truly trust the powers that helped us survive so far? I'm gonna kick this episode off with a quick respec on Lae'zel, because I found one online that was really awesome and I wanted to try it out.
Meet again. I shall be here in my cap, as thou didst.
This is gonna be our stat spread, because we're gonna get a feat that gives us +1 strength, and then we're gonna get our strength to 20. In terms of fighting style, we're still gonna go with great weapon fighting. Level 2 is nothing. Here's where things change. We're going to change our subclass to this new Eldritch Knight subclass. Apparently there's something in the new patch that makes this really awesome. I don't know what exactly it is, but basically it gives us 3 attacks every turn instead of 2. For our cantrips, we're going to take Booming Blade and Blade Ward. Booming Blade is going to be our main damage source now. Basically, when we hit them, they're going to get resonance, and if they try to move, then they're going to take another 1d8 of thunder damage. For this spell, we're just going to take whatever. We're going to take magic missiles that we're actually going to use, and then something to replace later. And then from our expanded spell slots, we're going to take Longstrider. Now, level 4. So, we get our first feat, but for our spells, we will take... I don't think there's anything really good here, but we'll just take Shield. Can be handy at times. In our replace spell, this is where we can change one of our existing spells that we don't want, like Thunder Wave, and we can bring in something from the expanded spell list. I finally figured out how this all works. And we're going to take Enhanced Leap. For our first feat, we're going to take Great Weapon Master again. Level 5, we get our extra attack, but we can replace one of our spells. I mean, we can try to replace Shield if there is a good spell. Yeah, I don't think there's anything in here that we actually want. Then at level 6, we get another feat. So we're going to take Athlete. That's going to get our strength to 18, and it's going to give us some abilities. Basically, we get our strength up, and when we're prone, we can... well, it increases jump distance, and it gives us some bonuses when we're prone. We can stand up immediately and stuff like that. They're handy. I think here we can start getting our level 2 spells at 7. There's nothing super amazing for us. We will take Darkness, and we'll take Protection from Good and Evil. This replace spell is not very useful at this level. At level 8, we gain another feat. So here we can either take Alert to get bonus initiative, but I actually just want 20 strength, so I'm going to take that. And then we get our level 2 spells. Here we will definitely take Misty Step. It might come in useful. And now we want to replace a spell with Magic Weapon over here. So we're going to replace probably Protection from Good and Evil, because I don't think I'm going to use that. I know it's situational and you can, but I'm going to get Magic Weapon. Now here we get Indomitable, not super useful, but we can get another level 2 spell if we wanted. But I don't think there's anything particularly useful in here. So we're just going to leave it. And that's it, we're level 9 at the moment, so that's all we can do. So we can start off this playthrough now. So the good thing about her now is that we can both cast... here we go. Enhanced Leap and Longstrider on ourselves. And now we also have Magic Weapon, which is a concentration spell until long rest, and we don't have to worry too much about concentration. I found this strange conduit ring in my inventory, and Lae'zel's not wearing any rings. The strange conduit ring gives us another 1d4 of psychic damage whenever we're concentrating on a spell, and since we're going to be concentrating on Magic Weapon all the time, that'll be handy for us. since Lae'zel's not wearing any rings anyway. The other one is Elemental Infusion. Like, since we're doing Booming Blade, which is going to be thunder damage, I believe, and it's a cantrip, in theory it should infuse our weapon with thunder damage. I don't know how that's going to work, but we'll try it out. But that's pretty much it for Lae'zel changes, so we can now progress with our playthrough. We're going to have a quick chat with Gale.
Sorry. If I'm to engage in banter, I prefer...
Oh, she doesn't want to talk to Shadow. We'll talk to Deb, I guess. Now, we can notice that in our party, Lae'zel and Astarion are quite strong in terms of damage they can do, and the person that's actually falling behind these days is Dep. So next episode, we're definitely going to redo Dep's skills and stuff like that. A couple of people want to talk, so we'll talk to everyone in our party and then we'll leave camp.
Gods be damned. With that parasite in his brain, Father could wreak untold havoc in the Absolute's name. Should Baldur's Gate fall to the Absolute, every one of the coast cities will be ripe for the plucking. We're not just fighting for our cure. We're fighting for my father. We're fighting for the Gate. We're fighting for all of Faerun.
The Absolute's cult has Raven Guard. Where will they take him?
Worm's Rock Fortress. All travelers to Baldur's Gate flow through it. It serves as headquarters for the Flaming Fist and their commander, my father. The Absolute's army's on the march. Gods forbid a tadpole Grand Duke throw open the gates for them.
Yeah, we've heard that Worm's Rest place a few times, so we're gonna have to go there, I think. What do you know about Gortash and Orin?
Orin? I'd never heard tell of, but Gortash I know. Or know of, more precisely. A self-styled strategic advisor to Baldur's Gate's peers. A bit player with dreams of a leading role, the way Father told it. He had no use for Gortash, and even less for his advice. I don't remember much beyond that. But where these Chosen are concerned, I have a suspicion we're about to know more than we'd like.
Mizora said that you can say what led to your pact and exile. It's time for me to know the whole truth.
Yes, but first a question. If your home were under siege, what would you sacrifice to save it?
I'd give my life if it meant keeping the residents safe.
As would I. And more. I was 17. Father, Older Ravengard, had just been named a Grand Duke and was called away to Elturel to help settle a dispute. That's when the Cult of the Dragon made its move.
The Cult of the Dragon, a fractured religion. Some believers hold that undead dragons will inherit the world. Others worship the dragon goddess Tiamat and intend to summon her to Faerun.
Nod and let Will continue his story.
A 10-day after Father left, I heard a whisper as I slept. Duskhawk Hill. The Queen of Chaos awakens. Go alone. I grabbed a rapier and set out. There wasn't a cloud in the sky, yet not a single star was shining. There they were, gathered at the foot of the hill.
Your head tingles. Will wants to show you what happened.
Allow Will to share his memory with you.
In the looming shadow of the mount, 5 groups of 5 figures each encircle a lofty totem. Atop each totem, a dragon's head is carved, and a massive orb held in its mouth. The cultists chant, first softly, then crying to the starless sky. There is a crack of thunder, a gust of wind, and a dragon's white head appears in the storm. As the maelstrom howls, Mizora's lips press to your ear. She will destroy Baldur's Gate. Grant me your soul and I will give you the power to save it, she whispers.
She read the terms while 2 devils stood witness, and I said yes. 1 soul for 1 city.
Surely Mizora doesn't care about Baldur's Gate. Why would she want to save it?
She didn't. She came on order of her mistress, Zariel. Tiamat made a play for power. Zariel had other plans. That was the most Mizora's ever said. All that mattered was that she got her prize. Another pet added to her warlock menagerie.
Sacrificing your soul to save the city was a brave thing to do.
I don't know that it was brave. I just know that it was right. The moment I agreed, I burned with the fires of Avernus and oozed the rot of Dis. The cultists choked on our poisons and burned from our flames. And when we were done, all that remained were 5 greyed orbs atop a pile of ash. My soul was bound, and my lips were sealed.
Is that how you lost your eye in the battle with the Cult of the Dragon?
It is the one scar I ever bore of it. Mizora replaced it with a sending stone. She uses it to track my location and speak from a distance. I could flee to the spine of the world, or the depths of the lower dark, and still never shake her.
And what about your father, the Grand Duke?
He returned to an unsuspecting city and a wayward son with a smirking devil at his side. I tried to tell him the truth, but my mouth couldn't form the words. I'd led him to the battlefield, but Mizora had swept it clean. I showed him my stone eye, but he only turned away. After, he said only one word: go. So I did. I understand.
I knew Will would have a very terrible and sad but noble story. You must have been furious at your father for throwing you out of the city.
No, never. He did the only thing he could. In his eyes, I invited a devil into our midst. I was a fool at best, a traitor at worst, and Grand Duke Ravengard suffers neither.
Do you miss your father?
More than you know. The better question is, did he ever miss me? If he did, he missed the Will Ravengard he once knew, not the hell-touched warlock he returned to.
What do you think of the illicit potential that the Dream Visitor spoke of?
I think that unknowable powers come with unknowable consequences. I can't say I'm not curious, but once you take an illithid by the talon, there's no telling how deep into the abyss it might drag you.
Yeah, we're not gonna try to persuade Will into doing this.
More we should discuss?
Cool. Now we just gotta go talk to Gale, wherever he is. So Gale was meant to explode at the end of Act 2, I guess, but we didn't do that. So now we're gonna save him?
The Absolute should be a thing of the past, and I with it. Yet, at the risk of angering Mistra further, I'm glad it didn't come to that, given what has come to light.
What are you talking about?
The Elder Brain. But, more importantly, the crown that it wore. Even without seeing it for myself, I could sense it. Netherese magic. So pure, so complete. I doubted what I was feeling at first. Most Netherese artifacts contain only the faintest amount of their former power. The ghost of an echo of a memory. That crown was different. I can't fathom how such a wonder survived. Surely everything of its ilk was destroyed along with Netheril itself, but no matter. It exists. I must learn more of it.
What do you suggest?
We need to learn more about what we saw. An artifact as powerful as that crown must have been documented somewhere. As luck would have it, we'll soon find ourselves near one of the finest book collections this side of Candlekeep. Sorcerous Sundries. I need to go there and learn all I can.
Sounds like an excellent idea.
The only kind I have? Their collection of rare tomes is unparalleled. Netherese texts are hardly commonplace, but I'm certain they'll have one or two stashed away. You'll have to forgive my eagerness, but if my suspicions prove to hold water, this could be the answer to all our problems.
Cool. Alright, that's everyone spoken to. I guess we should head off on our journey now. But how do we do that? Do we sleep? I mean, I camp, aren't I? I can't leave camp. I guess we can go to bed.
The events of the last days weigh heavily upon you. Sleep's rest is slow to come to one whose mind is so full. The Absolute is not a god, but an elder brain controlled by the chosen of the Dead Three. They mean to use it to take control of the Sword Coast. All who carry the tadpole are governed by the brain, and by extension the chosen. It will take but one order to transform them into an army of mind flayers. This would have been your fate too, were it not for the Dream Visitor's protection. With her help, you have uncovered the cult for what it really is. A plan of conquest orchestrated by the gods of death themselves. Together, you have the power to thwart the Dead Three. If you follow this path to its end, the Elder Brain will not answer to the Chosen. It will answer to you. Will you liberate them from their parasites and their religious delusions? Or will you use the power you gain for your own purposes?
Very interesting choice. When the moment comes, I'll do what feels right.
You will not have long to wait. All you need to do now is sleep. But sleep is not for you.
Hear me. Gather. The reckoning is upon us. The city thirsts for domination. March. Join.
What is going on here?
We're under attack. Help me.
What? Wait, what just happened? So the, oh my god, let's read our journal before we start this fight. I have no idea what happened. Confront the Elder Brain, control the Elder Brain, or destroy the Elder Brain. That's our new options. Personal quest to help our protector. During the night, we were awoken by the voice of the Absolute. A Githyanki contingent ambushed us, and we heard the voice of the Dream Visitor desperately seeking our help. Okay, interesting. So this is to do with revealing the artifact secrets. And then we've got some updates from, like, the Wizard of Waterdeep. In terms of finding a cure, this is a far greater plot than we had imagined. One spearheaded by the Chosen of the Dead Three and involving the Elder Brain, we must overcome this greater evil if we wish to heal ourselves once and for all. Nice, so we've pretty much updated our main quest now for Act 3. And we're being attacked by these people in the middle of the night. Per voice commanding. We're taking 1d6 damage per turn. That's not good. And we're fighting these three guys who have about 70 health each. That doesn't seem too bad. So let's try out our new Lae'zel's abilities. I haven't cast any things on myself yet, but let's see if we can't go up here. So with Great Weapon Master on, we're getting barely any damage. So we've got to take this off. So that's a 75% chance to hit. Why is it so low? Because they've got 17 AC. Okay, that's fine. So we'll go with the Booming Blade. Let's see how this all works. So Booming Blade did 13/6 plus 3 damage, which is decent. Now that should give us a bonus attack. So we can do main hand attack. And then that gives us another bonus attack because of Warcaster and our extra attack. And we missed. That's fine. We can Action Surge. And we can get another attack. Oh no, I didn't Booming Blade. Okay, now I'm Booming Blade. Except I can't get over there. But I can jump. No, I can't jump. I'll have to shoot, I guess. That did 3 damage. Nice. Alright, cool. That's pretty cool. We're definitely getting 3 attacks per turn. Let's Hunter's Mark one of these. If we Cunning Action Hide, can we sneak attack this one? Nope. We're just gonna have to normal attack it. Yeah, all in is not great. We're going to turn off our all in and then we're going to just try to attack it or normal attack it, do something. $20 damage. 14 damage. And one more for Dread Ambusher. 16 damage. Nice, not bad. It's still alive on 1 health, great. Improve warding flare. Project ward. Now we can shield ourselves against the topple. Why not?
Fight your way to the portal. I need your help.
Alright, Shadowheart, you can just bless everyone. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Still on my feet.
And then Depp, you can probably finish this one off. We'll do like a rank 2 magic missiles. That should deal with this one. And then the rest on her. Might have to get a bit closer. There we go. It's trying to hit Depp. We can shield against it. Sure, why not? We'll go improve warding flare to reduce some of that damage. Alright, we'll recast Hunter's Mark on you. We'll go into hide and then we'll start shooting. Go with a sneak attack. 33 damage, nice. Then we'll go with a regular attack. 26 damage, not bad. There's still one more person coming out of the portal. Do we have to destroy the portal? Or do people just keep coming out? Escape to the portal before the Absolute takes control. So we have to basically head towards the portal, right? Is that what we're doing? Ow.
Come quickly. I can't do this without you.
Alright. So I guess we can attack first, so it doesn't hurt us. We'll go Booming Blade. And then that gives us another attack. We missed. And that gives us another attack. Sure, that's all our attacks. And then we can jump over to the portal. Or we can run towards the portal as far as we can. Why can't I jump up here? Oh, I don't have a bonus action to jump. Alright, that's fine.
Make way.
So we'll just walk towards the portal. We've got 2 turns left. You can probably jump over there, right? No, your jump is terrible. We can deal some damage. Might use our Radiance just to get that damage in. 9 damage, damn. He's on 1 health.
Still breathing.
Death, you need to get to the portal as well. So I'll probably use our Misty Step to get up there. And we can just Firebolt from up here. And then can we go over there and touch the portal? Does that get up? Do we have to all get out, or is it just... Oh, I can't touch the portal. Alright, it's our turn again. They've summoned another person. This gives us quite a lot of XP. I'm kind of like tempted to just hit them all, but... So we'll go over here. We'll whack it with Booming Blade. I feel like she's getting more attacks, but each attack is a lot lower damage than what we used to have. But hey, 3 attacks is still pretty good. I don't have my bonus action attack, that's fine. So we'll end our turn, and then we'll get Astarion up next. We've got a Misty Step over here as well, so we can step somewhere out of range over here. Now we can cast the Hunter's Mark, not that we really need to. And then we can sneak attack. 50%, that's not great. I don't have any more bonus actions, so I'm going to turn off Sharpshooter. And then do a 75% chance sneak attack. Oh, we can just Execution for everyone. Get another 200 XP for everyone.
Or we will all become thralls.
Need to stay focused.
I want Shadow over here as well, just in case.
When I go.
And now Depp, I think, can just touch the portal, right? Cool. That gets us through the Astral Portal. And we've got to help our Protector now.
storm's going to blow, and soon.
Oh no, what's going on? Alright, I have no idea what's going on, but these brains helped us take out some of these githyanki, but there's still a couple left. So I guess we're going down there, right? I might do a short rest, just to get everyone back to full health.
Time to see what's new.
And we will lead with Shadow.
Wits and blades, always sharp. Friend of Gake, you will be cleansed.
And that's fine, they've gotten us immediately into combat. Alright, so Shadow's turn. I guess we're just taking out this one first. We're no longer blessing everyone. I'm gonna use Shadow Heart to bless everyone. So we're gonna bring everyone into melee range. We'll go and jump behind this guy. Not Depth's turn yet, so Shadow's not gonna be able to bless everyone, but that's fine. We can bless 1, 2, 3. It looks like we've gotten back all our spell slots and stuff, interestingly enough. I guess we're prepping for a boss fight. Let's not use up too much of our stuff here. Start with Astarion, we can mark you. We'll go into hide, and we'll just start shooting. One shot. 2 shots. And 3 shots takes him out. Nice. Now I can't get down there. Maybe I should have used it. No, Astarion wouldn't have gotten down there either. I guess we can just shoot at this one. 1 damage. There you go, 10 damage. He's gonna come up to us, which is great. Warding flare. And we can shield. Nice. That shield is so powerful. I don't think we need to use anything crazy on this, so we're just going to firebolt him. Start with Lae'zel. Go with the booming blade. 85%. Ugh, these attacks are not the highest chance, are they? 14. And that's pretty much all you can do. I don't want to waste my action surge here. We only need to do about 8 damage, so I'm going to just use a level 3 burning hands. I did 6, great. That's alright, you can finish it off.
It's not over. Come to the skull.
Can't afford to.
Alright, you know what? I need to cast my long striders and stuff because the movement speed on these guys are not great. I wanted to test something. So Lae'zel has these abilities now, so I can cast sort of enhanced leap obviously on myself and long strider.
Help me.
Can I cast it on other people? Wait, enhanced leap. We got astral gravity. We don't need enhanced leap on everyone. But let me test if I can cast long strider on, say, Shadow as well. So I can cast this on everybody.
Please help me.
Wow, I can cast long strider on my whole party. What the heck? That's so OP.
An efficient path.
What's next? got to keep moving.
Grab some of their items. They don't even have items. Alright, Dep, you can cast mage armor on yourself in case you do get attacked.
Hold them up much longer.
I am ready. I must keep going.
Guess we're heading down this way.
It's not over. Come to the skull.
Some stuff is definitely going down here.
Before you do anything, I am your ally. We are in danger. The githyanki is the source of our protection against the Absolute. I must subdue him, or everything we've worked towards is lost. Don't let my form deceive you. I am the one that's been protecting you. I am the one that came to you in your dreams. Help me.
Do we believe this? Wait, I don't believe you. You're a mind flayer. Is this the dream visitor that protected us? Prove to me that you are who you say.
You saved a child from a viper back in the Druid's Grove. You killed the Asima Night Soul. You didn't have to. Your continued existence as yourself, and not a mind flayer, should be all the proof you need. Now, help me.
What? How do I help?
The god. Destroy the god. They prevent me from subduing their master. Do it now.
Oh, we're gonna take a leap flare. We're gonna take a leap of faith here and join the mind flayers fight.
Together, we can turn the tide.
So my protector this whole time has been a mind flayer. Amazing. Where is my party? Astarion is all the way back here. Damn it. But we can astral leap all the way over here. Let's walk up. Is there a nice position for Astarion? Not somewhere where I can attack without being impeded. We don't have any turn order issues. We need to take out these ones. And there's a couple of archers up there. That doesn't look like too difficult of a fight. Let's take out this guy first because it's his turn next. All I have is Lazel. We can walk up to it and just whack it. I don't have Bless yet, but ugh, it's a bit annoying. If I use Hunter's Mark, that's a whole action, isn't it? No, it's a whole bonus action, which is one of my attacks. I don't think I need a Hunter's Mark. We're just gonna go over there and whack him.
I will not know failure.
Damn it. 75% chance to attack with everybody is not great. But we do get 3 attacks. And we get our action surge. So we can try Booming Blade again. And then we get 2 more attacks. Do we want to Soul Rend him? I don't think we need to. Oh no. Alright, let's see if Astarion can do this with 22 damage. Definitely can't sneak attack or anything. Oh, we can't sneak attack, but it's at such a low chance. I'm gonna definitely turn Longstrider off for this. Suddenly, everyone's AC is like super high. And now all my attacks are really low chance to hit. One more shot. We need to take him out. Nice. Boss's turn. I don't care about these guys. We don't need to react to this. They can hit all these intellective arrows as much as they want. These are monks, it looks like. They're all like doing these like unarmed multi-attacks. Alright, Shadow. Now you can bless everyone. I'm not gonna bless this mind flayer person. It's fine. I want Shadow to like run up to tank stuff. Project ward. Wait, why am I projecting my ward? I don't care about my ward. Alright, Dep, what can you do? There's no AoE that you can do or anything. So we can try this Conjure Elemental, see what that's all about. Improve warding flare. Project ward. It doesn't do anything. I'm not going to bother trying to save these intellective arrows anymore. See what our little dream protector can do. Not much. It can stun this one, which is great. Alright, it's our elemental's turn. What can our elemental do? Winter's breath. Multi-attack. Is this just one? Yeah, nice. Let's do a multi-attack then. That's a lot of damage. What the heck?
Let's go.
If we head over here, we can reapply mark on this person. Then if we hide, we can now shoot at it. 94% chance. Let's do more damage. Man, having to turn these passives on and off is a little bit annoying nowadays. 75% chance, we'll take it. 36 damage, nice. We'll take that. 24 damage, it's almost down. Alright, Lae'zel, you can finish it off. 94% chance, so again, these passive turning on and off is a little bit annoying. 75% chance, we'll take it. Damn it. It is down, nice. Now we've got one more attack, so we can just Misty Step up here maybe. That's our bonus action. Oh, damn. I think you can just Sacred Flame this guy. Oh, 35% chance. That's like nothing. Indomitable. Oh, it's using hold person on me. Damn it. Alright. We need to go over here and break his concentration. So we'll go up here and we will cast... Well, I don't have any big spells to cast, so I can only just Firebolt it. Oh, it's got his concentration still. Project ward. Oh, that Firebolt. That Fireball hurt. Alright, now my turn. I can get up there, right? I still thought I saw a elemental warp. That's not my attack either. And I can multi-attack this one. That's a lot of damage. Still, he's still concentrating. Okay, I don't know what you did there. It's flying up. I kind of want to get up there as well. That would be handy. Now I really want to take out this one. Then I can sneak attack it. Damn it, I shouldn't have used all in. There we go, 30 damage. Now hold person should be worn off.
Time to strike.
Now Lae'zel can do stuff against you. 60% chance. Ugh. Turn off our passives. And then we'll just do Booming Blade, 85% chance. It still misses so much. Alright, let's do Soul Render. Soul Breaker, sorry. And then one more attack.
Ready.
Lae'zel can't really do too much. So we'll just do Sacred Flame. And then Depth can't really do too much either. So we'll just hit it with a cantrip. We can shield. Yeah, they can't hit Lae'zel anymore. This ability is very, very defensive. I like it. We'll go Elemental Warp over here. And then we'll use our multi-attack. Alright, did some damage. Nice, 39 damage, amazing. Our Dream Visitor is going to now take out this githyanki, whatever she's trying to do.
Thank you. That was too close. Don't look at me like that. I am a mind flayer. Yes. Without me, you would be a slave to the Absolute.
It's obscene. To owe my life to a damned geich. No more lies, no more tricks. I will have answers.
Why did you deceive me all this time?
It was necessary. Rare are those that would openly consider a partnership with a mind flayer.
True.
Even those who are on a path of becoming one. I was someone once. Someone just like you. An adventurer. I came from Baldur's Gate, though I was never one to be constrained by circumstance. I longed for more. That longing brought me to Moonrise Towers on a search for treasure. To a colony of mind flayers who caught me, changed me into what I am now. For years, I served the Elder Brain, the one you know as the Absolute. I was a thrall like any other, but I was fortunate. I broke free and started a new life in my old city. I sustained myself on criminals, unglamorous, but there are plenty of them, rarely missed, and they fueled me while I did my work. I had the good fortune to meet Duke Stelmane. We formed a partnership, and through her, I became the governing force behind the Knights of the Shield. The largest mercantile operation in Baldur's Gate. People referred to me as the Emperor. Such was my influence. Though of course they had no idea what I really was. My needs were sated. I was happy for a while. Until my true nature was discovered by the tyrant himself, Lord Gortash. He tore me from my home and brought me back to the Brain, where I became a slave once again. A slave he continued to call the Emperor. The name was intended as a slight, to remind me of the heights from which I fell. But I have grown fond of it. It encapsulates well who I've become.
I didn't realize mind flayers could be independent thinkers.
Not all mind flayers are alike. I have always valued freedom above all else. In my past life and present, it has been a burning need within me for as long as I can remember.
Lord Gortash was one of the chosen in the colony.
Indeed. His hubris knows no bounds. To enslave me, that was his nature. But to enslave an Elder Brain, a questionable decision. I shall look forward to sharing his downfall with you.
Did you have to eat criminals' brains?
Rather than potential future allies, like you.
So are you gonna tell me what this battle was all about?
We fought to tame Prince Orpheus, the son of Gith herself.
Orpheus? Impossible. He was slain by Jastil Kithrak himself.
Quite possible, I assure you. His power has been the source of your continued protection against the voice of the Absolute. The power to disrupt hive mind communication. It is the same power that enabled Orpheus' mother to bring about the fall of the Illithid Empire eons ago. A power she passed on to him, and that I leveraged for you. When Orpheus' mother left, a usurper took her place. Vlaakith declared herself queen of the githyanki. Vlaakith wanted his power, but Orpheus rose against her, and so she sealed him and his honor guard within this prison. Bound by infernal chains, Orpheus could never leave. Bound by duty, his guard never would. They were close to breaking my hold on that prince. And if they had succeeded, we would be lost. I am relieved. You have embraced your potential enough that you could help me eliminate them. Alone, Orpheus will be much easier to control.
That's such a plot twist. I wonder if we entered the Astral Prism in Act 1 where we would have seen something completely different, or we would have been introduced to all this all the way back then. Were you imprisoned here too?
No. Gortash sent me on a mission to retrieve the Astral Prism. I was one of many, but the first to find it. How Gortash or the other chosen learned of its existence, I do not know. The moment I found it, I felt a change. My free will returning. I followed the feeling inside and found Orpheus.
Interesting.
I realized what the prison was for. Containment. While my body was within the prison's bounds, my mind was free. I could resist the Elder Brain, the Chosen. Better yet, I could plan to overthrow them. All I needed to do was subdue Orpheus and find allies in the outer world.
Very clever. Was it you or Orpheus that Vlaakith wanted us to kill when she ordered us inside the prism? That's back in Act 1.
Most certainly Orpheus. He is a threat to her reign. Some githyanki still revere him in defiance of their teachings. Vlaakith was safe as long as they believed him to be dead. But as you can see, he is very much alive.
I don't understand. The histories claim the prince was burned to ash in the skies.
Your histories are fabrications. The prince was not killed. As you can very well see, he was in prison. She kept him this way because she was reluctant to eradicate such power. Power that she might one day wish to take from him. If the githyanki ever find out what she has done, there will be civil war. Vlaakith will be finished.
What happens if we free Orpheus?
That would be a terrible idea. The moment he is free, he will attack you. Your only defense would be to kill him. And in so doing, he would doom us both.
Okay.
Even though he is subdued, you feel Orpheus's revulsion. A pulsing hatred that cannot be contained. The Emperor is telling the truth. To him, you are just another wretched Illithid.
You carry a tadpole. As far as Orpheus is concerned, you are already Illithid. A sworn enemy, just like me.
I am no Illithid and I never will be.
You are already more Illithid than you realize. It has improved you. You seek to reverse an inevitable process. A process of evolution. When I first escaped from the Elder Brain, I too railed against the change. But the longer I have inhabited this form, the more it has grown on me. Even if my original body remained intact after I transformed, I would not return to it. Doing so would only impose limitations. As an Illithid, I have far surpassed who I ever was before. You too should embrace this change.
I'm trying to avoid becoming a mind flayer. I thought you agreed to protect me.
I believe we'll have a better chance of defeating the Elder Brain if you embrace your latent Illithid potential. I've been studying you for a while now. I believe I can trigger the next stage of your tadpole's life cycle, while continuing to preserve your independence. You have seen what I can do. Imagine yourself with the same strength, the same intelligence, the same devastating beauty. If you let me, I can evolve you.
I mean, I think our party's strong enough to finish the campaign without becoming illicit. So I'm gonna say no, no way.
Even as you say the words, you feel a lurch of disappointment. Your mind bristles with illicit potential. How could you be so cruel as to deny yourself what you want most in the world?
I felt that. It's your nature. You cannot fight it. So embrace it. It wants to evolve, but it cannot do so alone. It must commune with an...
No, I won't do it. 21? That's... I don't want to do this. Let's try one more time with inspo. Whatever happens, happens, I guess. 18 plus 19 damage. Alright, that's not happening.
You may resist now, but it's too late. You already embraced the powers the parasite gave you.
Oh god.
You leveraged them to manipulate, to dominate, to survive. Your nature is no longer your own. You are well on your way to fulfilling your illicit potential. You are ready to evolve.
Okay.
A coldness seeps through your veins as the tadpole awakens, its yearning almost unbearable. Your mind is a veritable feast. The tadpole's essence courses through you. Where it touches, your flesh, glands, organs contract and flood with pure thought. You feel different. Your body has never felt more connected. Your mind present in every flex of a joint or muscle.
You are exquisite. When your allies see what you can do, I hope you encourage them to try it for themselves. But we mustn't lose focus. We need to resume our journey. You heard the Chosen. The brain has gone to the city, and the army marches to follow. We must not let them reach it. We must find the brain and bring it under our control.
Rightio. You've embraced Ceramorphosis and become half illicit. You can now unlock even more powerful psionics. Well, it seems we've embraced Ceramorphosis and now we are part illicit. Our face is definitely changed and apparently we can unlock even more powers now. I mean, we have 11 tadpoles and we can get more powerful psionics now. So should we just go down the rabbit hole since we're already down the rabbit hole now? 9 to 37 psychic damage. It's an AoE as well. Okay, Mind Sanctuary is interesting. Oh, free cast sounds amazing. That gives us an extra cast of our rank 5 or 6 spell. I think the only thing I'm really interested in is free cast. Now, I have to get Shield of Thralls to do that. Nothing else in here is super amazing. Oh, this could be really cool. Perilous Stakes. The creature can heal itself when it attacks, but it also makes it vulnerable to all damage, which means all damage sources are double. What? 2d8 of healing. So it heals itself for up to 16 every time it attacks, but then all damage to it is doubled. I'm tempted, but it's a little bit complicated. Nothing else here seems super amazing, unless I'm missing out on something, but I don't see anything that's super amazing. This is just Cone of Cold, but with psychic damage. We'll leave it there for now, and we can get out and see if we can get into wherever Act 3 is. Wait, before we go, can we take some loot? Some boots. Okay, these are like monk boots, not very useful. Man, Is it? I don't know if I want to click this thing. Does this?
The orb hums with some.
Okay, we can't destroy this thing. I don't think.
But impenetrable.
All right, back to the material plane we go. Can we finally leave our camp now? Nope. We're gonna sleep again. Let's read some of our journal updates, and we might end it here soon. Free Orpheus. Why would we want to free Orpheus? I thought they just said it's not good to do that. Okay, we're definitely not going to be freeing Orpheus. But yes, our main quests are now gathering the allies, confronting the two bosses, and then ultimately confronting the Elder Braid. I think that will pretty much end our main quest. Lizelle wants to talk.
Just what I need.
Orpheus, Gith's only son. He lives. It is not the Geich visitor that Vlaakith would destroy and Voss would set free. It is Orpheus, the blood of the mother, the prince of the comet.
What makes Orpheus such a threat to Vlaakith?
Listen close. The Emperor spoke only in half-truths. For you to know the tale of Orpheus, you must know the tale of Gith and of Vlaakith. Long ago, when we rose up against our Geich slavers, Mother Gith made for the Hells to secure an alliance with the archdevil Tiamat. Tiamat gifted the Githyanki our red dragons. Gith remained in the Hells, and Tiamat's envoy proclaimed Vlaakith our ruler. The first Vlaakith of many. It is Vlaakith 157 whom my people now call Queen.
157? That's a lot of Vlaakiths.
Yes. Our current queen has claimed undeath and reigned for 1,000 years. But it was the first whom Orpheus tried to slay. Orpheus is Gith's only son. He led his mother's own honor guard in a coup against Vlaakith I. It was Kithrak Voss himself who slayed the prince in vicious battle. Or so the Varshis teach us. Yet the Prince of the Comet's been with us, subdued by that repugnant Illithid. Should Orpheus go free, he would tear Vlaakith's empire to pieces and build new glory from the scraps.
Yeah, but isn't he the only thing that's keeping the parasites at bay? What happens now?
We meet Voss in the city, and we obtain the key to freeing Orpheus from his prison. Every word Voss spoke, he spoke true. Orpheus is the living proof of the Queen's lies, and the living weapon that conquered our Geich slavers. One word from his lips, and the people would doubt. 2 words, and they would rage. 3 words, and they would bow to the true heir. If the Githyanki are to be free, the Prince of the Comet must lead the way.
I'd like to talk about Orpheus.
What about him?
Why is he called the Prince of the Comet?
The historical slates describe Orpheus as a fearsome, terrible creature, powerful beyond measure, and enthralled by the Geich. So mad with power, he'd smash through the Githyanki Empire and deliver the shards to his Illithid masters. And glowing with such psionic force that he and his red dragon blazed a trail through the skies. A lethal comet careening towards my people.
Must have been quite the sight.
Lies, of course. Vlaakith spread a false image of Orpheus as monstrous betrayer, and her knights as the butchers who sliced him through. She was right to fear him, I'll grant her that. So great is the comet, it could shatter her reign.
Why did Vlaakith keep Orpheus alive all those millennia ago?
The Emperor may be loathsome, but it's right. Orpheus can disrupt a Geich hive mind. A talent like that makes the Prince a powerful shield and a powerful weapon. Why destroy a weapon like that, when you can contain it in a relic and keep it for yourself?
Why would Vlaakith want Orpheus dead now if he's so valuable alive?
A weapon is only an asset for as long as it isn't pointed at you. The means of Vlaakith's own end has been ripped away from her. Better to have Orpheus killed than to risk his escape. Better to risk the rise of Illithids than let the Prince of the Comet deny her the godhood she craves.
Makes sense. Who are the hostile githyanki in the prism?
Orpheus's honor guard, loyal to the end. Trapped by Vlaakith in the same prism holding their noble prince, fruitlessly hacking at the sphere that contains him. They see us as geich, tadpoled husks in the Emperor's thrall. I regret their deaths, but I pledge to live as they perished, in the service of Gith's son.
On to other matters.
Very well.
The Emperor's astral touch tadpole promises exceptional power.
It also promises to break us beyond repair. This ossified parasite does not make us more, but less. Do you not feel the cold where once there was heat? The void where your soul once resided?
It's fine, you don't need to use it.
I know, and I won't.
Alright, that's it for those conversation options. I think we can leave camp and see, do we just go to bed again? I'm trying to get out of my camp for this whole episode. Alright, that was a free rest, which is great. Can we finally leave camp, is my question. I can finally leave camp. We are finally in Act 3. It took a whole episode to get here, but we've learnt a lot this episode. Yeah, and there we go. Leave Act 2. Baldur's Gate is just over the horizon.
We must find where Gortash and Orin have established themselves and take their nether stones.
Seems Astarion has something to say to us. Where are we? Let's have a quick look. We're at camp and we have no waypoints. Are we at camp again? How many times are we going to be at camp? No, this is go to camp. Alright, we have no waypoints whatsoever. Let's have a chat to Astarion before we end the episode.
Baldur's Gate is right over the hills. And so is Cazador. Cazador and his rite of profane ascension. An imperial soiree, attended by devils and spawn alike. A grand ceremony to honor one exalted vampiric master. And elevate him to an unfathomable station. To place him in a position of such esteem. The world will yearn to kneel and offer their necks.
Sounds as if you envy him.
Of course I envy him. Why wouldn't I? The problem with what Cazador has done is that he did it to me. If the time comes and I can stay one move ahead of him, I'll take his place before his blood can hit the floor.
So you'd like to take that power from him? The others bound to the ritual?
What's a handful of the wretch's servants? If they're anything like me when I was enslaved, they're all but begging for death anyway. After 200 years of shit, pure shit! I think I deserve something better.
All that matters to me is that you're safe.
Look, I appreciate that. I'm very grateful, of course. All I'm saying is, let's be clever about it. If an opportunity arises for me to become a more magnificent bastard than I already am, why turn it down? Let's find out more about the ritual before we waltz into Cazador's front door. If we track down my old comrades, the other spawn, we may discover more and be finally positioned for yours truly to ascend.
Ascend sounds good to me. I'm with you all the way.
My, you sweetheart. Then there isn't a moment to waste. If we don't find my brethren, they'll find us, likely with bared fangs. We should get to them first. Then we can make their pretty tongues talk. Unless Cazador's changed their orders, they'll be in the dens of this town, seeking prey.
Alright, we are officially in Act 3, but we will leave it here for this episode. If you want to find out what comes next, don't forget to like and sub, and I'll see you all in the next video. Thanks for watching.